friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my fall decorating marathon for 2026. In today's video, I have put together all of my fall decorating videos from last year, from 2025, and have compiled them all into one super long video to give you guys tons of inspiration as you are planning and starting to decorate for fall. This video has almost 2 full hours of decorating for you to watch. Feel free to turn it on when you have a few spare minutes to watch, or have it playing in the background while you are going through your decor or while you're decorating your home for this fall season. I'm so excited to share these videos again with you this year. In this video, all of these videos, this was the first time that I had ever decorated this home for fall. We just moved into this home back in May of 2025. And so for this year, for 2026, I will have a little bit of more experience under my belt, and I have so many good ideas to share with you. I hope you guys are excited for the fall season. It is mid-August and it is definitely time to start sourcing new decor, getting inspiration and ideas. And if you're already decorating, I am so glad to be here with you today. I hope you guys are excited for fall decorating, and I hope you enjoy taking a look back at last year's decorating. There have been so many changes to our home already, I can tell from watching back on this footage, and it just makes me even more excited to decorate for 2026. So in this video, you will be able to see my fall master bedroom, the living room, the kitchen and dining room, and the front porch. Also have another video where I decorate some smaller spaces in our home, like the entryway, the guest bathroom, stuff like that. I hope you all are ready for some fall decorating inspiration today, and let's go ahead and get started with this fall decorating marathon. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my very first fall clean and decorate video for 2025. In today's video, we are going to be styling my master bedroom for the fall season. Every year, this is the first space that I like to decorate, and that is for 2 specific reasons. The first reason is that my son's birthday is actually today when I'm filming this. It is August 28th. And since we have his birthday party, I like to not decorate the main area of the house until after his birthday party. And so this space is really just decorated for me and my husband, and I like having a little cozy space in here because I do spend quite a bit of time in here in the evenings watching TV and just, you know, having my chill time before I go to bed. But the second reason I like to decorate this space first is because I do a very unique color scheme. It is not your typical oranges, browns, yellows, and reds for fall. And here I like to use a mix of navy blue, green, white, and then we are adding in just a little bit of like neutral tones, a little bit of brown and some tan, just for that little warmth, added warmth in the space. But it's really a good way to like ease into fall decorating and ease into the seasons. It has been gorgeous weather this week here in East Tennessee. We've been in the 70s all week and the lows in the 50s. So when we wake up in the mornings, it's been actually a little chilly, and which is why I'm wearing actually a flannel shirt today. But it's still very much the end of summer, very much green outside, but Decorating this space is the perfect way to kick off fall decorating here on my channel, and I can't wait to share all of my ideas with you. I'm really excited to decorate this space today, so I will quit talking and let's get on to the cleaning and decorating. Okay, my friends, we are getting started with a before look at the master bedroom. So this is how it has looked for the past few months. If you're new here, we just moved into this house back in May. So we are very much still in transition. Furniture is in different spaces and everything is not exactly how I would want it. But this is how this room has been really just for the past few months. And in the spring and summer in the bedroom, I like to focus on some lighter blues, greens, whites, and just give it kind of like a cottagey spring feel. So to get started today, I am just going to go ahead and remove all of this everyday spring and summer decor so that we can get started adding all the cozy fall touches. To clean my room today, I'm just going to be using my Spray-Away glass cleaner to clean the windows and mirrors. And then for the rest of the furniture to dust, I'm just using a random multi-surface spray that I had on hand. I had placed a Grove order for my Mrs. Meyer's fall scents, but it hadn't come in quite yet. I think I actually got it in later on this day after I was done filming, but we're just using a regular cleaner today, and we will get the cozy fall scents by adding a candle into the space later. To get our bed ready for fall, I just added those two navy blue throw pillows there at the head, and then also added in my Rae Dunn pillow that says Morning Pumpkin. I still love using Rae Dunn pieces, especially seasonally. I don't really use them for everyday decor anymore, but I do love the seasonal pieces. And then here at the foot of the bed, I'm adding in this blue and tan plaid throw blanket. I actually got this off of Amazon a couple years ago. It is from Creative Co-op and it was on sale for like less than $10 when I bought it. You'll see later in the video I also have a brown one. I'll try to have those linked down below in the description box if I can still find them because they're such a good deal. While I am cleaning and adding just a tiny bit of decor here on the nightstands, I thought I would go ahead and introduce myself for anyone who is new to my channel. Hi, my name is Katie. I am a stay-at-home mom of two little boys. I have a 5-year-old son named Grant and a 6-month-old son named Nathan, and we live here in East Tennessee. And I just have a really big love for all things home related. I have not always been a stay-at-home mom. For most of the time that I've been a mom, I actually worked from home and kept my son at the same time. But then when we had our second little boy, I decided to stay home full-time. And I just have fallen in love with cleaning my home, taking care of my home, decorating my home for all the seasons, and it's just something that I love sharing here on my YouTube channel. So if that is something you're interested into, I hope that you consider subscribing here at Kindly Katie. It's totally free, and I would just love to have you join my channel. Okay, we are moving over here to this wall where the double windows are. This is the front of our house that overlooks the front yard and onto the street. So the windows and the paint and everything is as is since we bought the house. Ideally, I don't think I would have a dark gray charcoal wall in my bedroom. I'm also not a giant fan of hanging the curtains that far above the windows. That's just a personal preference. And then the mirror that is hanging above the table there in between the windows was left by the previous owner. I don't hate it, but I don't necessarily love it either. So I would guess that definitely within the next year, I would think there will be some major changes coming, A, to the whole house, but B, I think this room could really use my style, my decor, my spin on it. I would love to paint, get new curtains. I would love to get new carpet and new bedroom furniture as well, but everything in due time. We've only been here a little over 3 months, so. To decorate this table that I have in between the windows, this used to be my entryway table in our old house, but we don't have a big enough entryway for a table here. So it is in my bedroom, but to decorate this, I've added a beautiful vintage table scarf on top. And then I'm going to create this really unique fall arrangement here in this antique crock. So I'm showing you each piece as I'm tucking it in, and I'm really leaning in to the unique color scheme that I like to use for this space. So starting off with those neutral tan colored stems, I'm adding in some lamb's ear, which gives me that soft green, and we're also going to add in navy blue as well as some white pumpkins. And I absolutely love how this arrangement came together. It is the perfect like country cottage vintage piece to add to this bedroom, and it really leans into that cozy look that I was wanting. Okay, now moving on to the rest of this tabletop. Here on the left, I'm going to create a little candle arrangement. I have this random little candle holder there, and then I'm adding in this candle that I already had on hand. It is in the scent Cinnamon Bun, which is just perfect for the fall season, and we're just going to add that in. And then I'm going to add a miniature wreath or candle surround that I've had for many years from Hobby Lobby. It is lamb's ear and white pumpkins, so it ties in really well with that arrangement we just created in the middle. And And here on the other side, I'm going to decorate this little tray and put on it some of my both everyday jewelry pieces as well as some of my special fall jewelry pieces that I have. And then I'm going to add a couple little things of decor. I love using this miniature sign in my bedroom every year because it's just so sweet and romantic. But that is what we're going to do here on this little tray. Okay, now we're going to quickly clean and style the bottom of this table. The table itself is from Hobby Lobby. I've had it for many, many years. I think 6 or 7 years. But I haven't really figured out exactly what I want to do on the base of this table. I'm not even sure if this table will stay in our bedroom long term. So I just have a display of books here, and I actually have this set of seasonal books by Jeanette Oak or Jeanette Oakey. I'm not sure how you say her name, but she is the author of the When Calls the Heart series. I love, love, love that TV show. Anyways, just displaying that cute little fall book right there. And then into this basket, I'm going to drape this brown plaid blanket that is the same as the one on the bed. And again, I'll try to have those linked because they were so affordable on Amazon. And then I'm just going to add in a pillow that I purchased the pillow cover on Amazon last year as well. And that will make this table complete. Okay, we are moving along to the last area of the room that we're going to decorate in today's video, and that is our dresser. So I just moved my laundry basket over into the corner of the room. We did have at one point a floor lamp in here that I've since moved to a different room in the house, and so things are just getting shifted around, and this room is quite large, so I think in the future we probably just need some additional furniture pieces to go in here. I would love to have a floor length mirror that I could use, you know, when I'm getting dressed and ready in the mornings. And we typically would have our TV mounted on the wall like we did in our last house, but we just haven't gotten around to everything yet. But I'm going to add just a couple little simple decorations here on either side of the TV. To this side, I'm using these blue eucalyptus picks from Hobby Lobby just to kind of create a little like layer there at the bottom. And then I'm going to use this beautiful blue and white floral ceramic pumpkin that I actually bought years ago. And then I tried to give it away to my mom or somebody in my family, and my mom kept it and was like, do you want to use this year? And I was like, yes, please. So I have it back, and it's back in my house. So using that, and then on the other side here, I'm filling up a cloche with some blue and white and kind of teal pumpkins, and just going to create a little arrangement on this side as well. Okay, my friends, and just like that, we are already done decorating the master bedroom for fall. I am going to give the carpets a quick vacuum. I love to just vacuum or mop after I'm done decorating with all of the glitter and dust and everything. So I'm going to vacuum this carpet. I'm going to spritz some Mrs. Meyer's apple cider room spray in the room to give it an extra fall feel, and then I will show you the final looks of how everything turned out in the room, and I just hope you guys really enjoy. welcome back to my channel and welcome to part 2 of my fall clean and decorate with me series for 2025. In today's video, we are going to be cleaning and decorating our living room for the fall season. So we are in a new house this year. We just moved back in May and our living room is very quaint and cozy. And this year we're really just kind of working with what we have, but still trying to create a really cozy fall themed space for the season. So the furniture is not exactly as I would hope it is. We need, this room really needs a good facelift, as does the whole house, in my opinion. We need light fixtures, new paint. The TV is not mounted on the wall or anything. So I hope you guys will bear with me, but we are still going to use what we have and create a really cozy and warm and inviting fall space so that we can enjoy it this season with our family. But I'm so excited to be cleaning and decorating with you guys, and I hope you get lots of fall inspiration from today's video. But let's go ahead and get started with cleaning and decorating the living room for fall. Okay, my friends, we are getting started with a before look here at the living room. As I said in the intro, this living room is pretty quaint and cozy. It's not super spacious, but it is big enough for our little family of 4, and I actually like the division of space in this house. It is an older home built in 1998, and the living room is mostly separated from the kitchen and dining, but I actually appreciate that style of home. I know open concept is so popular nowadays, but I kind of like having each space be its own, and it's easier to hear the TV and such if I'm like cooking or doing dishes, anyways. But we are going to get started today by just setting the tone, setting the mood for some fall decorating. So I'm going to put up a fall ambiance scene here on the TV. I just go to YouTube, search fall ambiance, and there are countless scenes that you can find. And we're also going to be filling up the diffuser to get started. I still love using my diffuser, and I just find these blends on Pinterest, and I use a wide array of essential oils. I don't use any specific brand. I just like for them to make the house smell good. So once we have the tone set here in the living room, we are going to get started cleaning and decorating. Okay, I wanted to start off with the couch area in this living room first. It is the largest piece of furniture and also the longest wall in the room, and just the focal point of the whole room, in my opinion. Now, this couch, if it looks huge, it is. It used to be a sectional. We just took out the corner piece to make it work better in this long, kind of narrow room that we have. Like I said, we're just making do with what we have. In the future, I foresee different furniture in this room, but we're working with it. And I wanted to fluff the cushions, give it a little vacuum, and then we're going to start off by changing out some of my pillow covers. So the ones that I'm taking off, the black and white striped, those are from Amazon. Honestly, thinking about ditching those soon. They're just very well worn. I've had them for many years. But I'm switching into these mustard yellow pillow covers, and these actually came with the couch when we bought it, but I love using them every fall season. I love the color and how it ties in with some of my other fall decor. If you are new to my channel, hi, welcome to Kindly Katie. My name is Katie. I'm a stay-at-home mom to two little boys, a 5-year-old and a 6-month-old, and I love making YouTube videos about seasonal decorating, cleaning, and mom life. And so if you like that stuff too, I hope you guys will consider subscribing to my channel and enjoying the rest of the fall content that I have to share with you this year. There's lots of more videos on the way. But we are also adding here on the couch some cozy fall blankets. Both of these are from Target, the Threshold brand seasonal blankets that they put out every year with like the Sherpa backing. They are so warm and cozy, and I love pulling those out every fall and winter season. And then I'm just going to complete the couch with this Rae Dunn fall pillow in the middle. Now this is completely extra, but one thing that I love doing every season is kind of switching up my wall decor in certain spaces. I have this square harvest print from Hobby Lobby that I'm hanging in between these window arches. And then on the arches, I'm adding these miniature wreaths or candle rings that I also got from Hobby Lobby. And I just love that splash of color on the walls and the focal point that it creates. So I finally got my Grove collaborative order in, and I had my Mrs. Meyer's fall scents to use on this day. Every year I order the Acorn Spice scent in the multi-service spray, the dish soap, and the hand soap. I love that scent for fall, and it is just now become like nostalgic to me. As soon as I smell it, I'm like, okay, let's do some fall stuff. But I'm quickly going to style these very small end tables that we have next to our couch. On this one, I'm adding some fall decor magazines and then filling up this little wicker basket here with some pumpkins and pine cones. On the first end table that I decorated, I like to keep it non-breakable items because it is kind of in a walkway there at the doorway, and also I have little kids who are always playing and bumping into things. This one is more like out of the way and in this corner, so I do keep my candle warming lamp over here, and I'm going to add in my Bath & Body Works fall candle. This one is in the scent Pumpkin Apple. It smells so good. I've actually had this candle I think for a couple years already. I'm still just working through it, but it still has a great scent to it, and I love this deep burgundy color, and you are going to see that throughout the room. Okay, we are working our way just around the room, and in between the two windows, I have this antique little writing table or desk or whatever you want to call it, but it's just the perfect piece here to have in between the windows. So I have this black metal lantern. I quickly just added a battery operated candle in there, and then we do have a skylight digital picture frame. That was my Mother's Day gift this year from my husband. I love displaying all of our fun photos on there, and so I'm just incorporating that into this table, and you'll see me kind of move things around. It took me a while to get this situated, but I love the end result. Under this table, I have this large wire basket that I use to store some extra throw blankets that we have. I'm quickly going to just take the blankets that I had on my blanket ladder in the corner, more for like the summer season. Going to store those in the bottom, and then here on top I'm using a burnt orange throw blanket that's actually from the Target dollar spot a couple years ago, and then I'm going to put a really pretty pumpkin pillow here on top to make it a pretty little piece under this table. Okay, moving on here to my blanket ladder in the corner. This blanket ladder is from Hobby Lobby. The first blanket I added is just kind of a fuzzy forest green colored blanket. It's actually a Rae Dunn blanket, but you can't see the Rae Dunn part. And then here over that, I'm draping a beautiful colored throw blanket that I actually picked up on clearance at Hobby Lobby one year, but it has the perfect fall colors. And stay tuned to the end because that blanket ladder ends up looking a little bit different. I didn't film the changes, but if you guys stay to the end, I'll give you detailed looks at everything when it's completed, and it looks so good. Okay, we've moved on past the TV stand, and we're on the other wall where this little console table sits. So we have this table over here for a multitude of reasons. It's just a good place to have a piece of furniture. As you can see, we have like our internet router and everything stored there. And then there's also toy storage on the bottom. So it is serving a lot of purposes, and it doesn't always look the best. I wish our toy storage was more hidden like it was at our last house, but again, we're making do. But the first thing I wanted to do was to A, clean the table, and then B, I'm changing out the artwork here on the wall to this beautiful barn print from Hobby Lobby, and it has some gold accent on that tree. It is just a more muted color scheme and beautiful for the fall season. On the tabletop, I've added an orange table runner I got at Hobby Lobby a few years back, and then I'm going to set up this light up maple tree here on the side. One thing that I love about fall and winter decorating is just the extra coziness that comes with having things lit up as it starts to get darker earlier. So I love using this piece. My mom gave it to me. It's originally from Cracker Barrel of all places. And sadly, I think I might have to replace this piece soon because the branches are just getting a little more brittle, and I feel like when I was fluffing this tree out, like some of them would break at any minute. So I might do some more research and see what I can find for next year, but love how this looks in the evenings when it's lit up. On the other side of this console table, I love to keep out my tiered tray. I know a lot of people don't use tiered trays anymore, but I still love having mine out. I love to decorate it using all the cute little pieces, and I love the way it looks. So I'm still going to use mine because I just love it. But I'm just going to add a mixture of items on here. Some items I've had for a long time. I did not purchase anything new this year for the tiered tray. I would say most of it is probably from Hobby Lobby, most of the signs and things anyway. But then one thing I will put on the top is just a little vintage creamer little pitcher. It is by Hull. It's a vintage pottery brand, but I'm actually keeping that there so I can use it to fill up my diffuser every day. So yeah, but we're just going to keep styling this tier tray. Okay, my friends, we are done decorating, and I'm going to finish up today by vacuuming the entire living room, and then I'm going to do a quick mop on the wood floors. So if you'll notice, there's really no decor on our TV stand, and of course we have like the lovely mount still on the wall from the previous homeowners, but we're working on it. Anyways, I really wanted to put a garland on the TV stand, but the reality is that my 6-month-old Nathan, he is already zooming around in his walker, and I think that kid's going to be crawling very soon, and I just knew if I put a garland up there, it was going to get pulled down frequently. So we are foregoing the garland this year, but maybe next year when he can learn more about what is allowed and what's not allowed. But I'm going to stop talking and let you guys enjoy the final looks at my fall living room for 2025. welcome back to my channel and welcome to part 3 of my fall clean and decorate series for 2025. In today's video, we are going to be decorating the kitchen and dining room. I'm really excited to decorate this space. I think it is going to turn out so good. I've been practicing and brainstorming ideas for the past week or so, and I'm really excited. And this is also the last like full space that I'm gonna decorate in the house for this year. I think in next week's video I'm gonna do just a few little touches in like the guest bathroom and our entryway and stuff like that, but this is the last like full room that I'm gonna do, and so I'm just really excited to add all the fall touches in here. I've already undecorated. I took down all of my year-round / summer decor the other day in preparation, so it's a little echoey and it looks really bare, like it looks like it did when we first moved in. And so I'm itching to add in all of the oranges, browns, creams, pumpkins, leaves, all the things, and make it really cozy for the season. But I'm so glad that you guys decided to click on this video and join me for some cleaning and decorating today. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay friends, we are starting out with some before shots of the kitchen and dining room and how everything looks as a blank slate. So as I mentioned in the intro, I had already taken down all of my everyday decor / summer decor, all of my bright, vibrant greenery and everything that I had out over the summer months, like since 4th of July was over. So we are truly starting with a blank slate, especially there in the dining room. You can see like the mantle is basically empty and everything. But this is a huge space in our house, the kitchen and dining room together. I hope you guys are ready for lots and lots of decorating today, because this is my first time decorating this home. If you're new here, we just moved here in May, and so I've never decorated for fall here, obviously, and so I was just like, yeah, I'll do the kitchen and dining room together all in one video. Well, it's a long video, so I hope you have a pumpkin spice latte or something to drink while you're watching today. And when we do Christmas, I will probably be splitting this up into 2 separate videos. But anyways, we're jumping right in and decorating the island first. So we do have this small island in our kitchen. One thing I recently did to give it a little facelift was there was a little countertop there on the back side, and it was bumped down at a lower level, and the previous owner had chairs sitting at it as a little bar top. I did remove that and painted the whole thing black on the back to match the rest, and I love it so much better. I thought that little seating area was kind of out of place anyways, but this island is pretty small, so I'm just putting together a small centerpiece arrangement just to give it a little bit of style. This also helps me not use it as so much of a drop zone, but it is kind of hard because it is like right when you walk in from the garage. So I'm using this little woven basket tray from Hobby Lobby, and then I'm creating a floral arrangement in this amber glass vase, also from Hobby Lobby, and all the florals are also from Hobby Lobby. Lots of Hobby Lobby in today's video, but you know, it's such a good place to buy decor. So I'm putting together this floral arrangement that is a lot of neutral but still has some bright burnt orange in there. And then I'm also going to add this little leaf lantern and a battery operated candle that will come on in the evenings and just give the prettiest glow. Now I've decided to move on to the countertops, and we're going to start over here to the right of the sink where the stove, fridge, microwave, all of that is. You'll see the coffee pot sitting there to the right of the stove. Now, eventually, I would love to have like a little coffee station thing, like something cutesy going on over here, but I just haven't nailed down exactly what I want to do. So we're just leaving that blank for right now, but maybe by Christmas, I'll have something figured out for that space. Here on the stove, I am adding my Bath & Body Works candle little pedestal. It has pumpkins all around. And then I'm going to put my new Bath & Body Works candle in it that I purchased this year. The scent is Pumpkin Bonfire and it smells so, so good. The next space we're going to be decorating is this little basket tray that I have over here in the corner, and this I use to kind of corral my cooking utensils. I also keep a olive oil dispenser and my salt and pepper shakers out because I frequently access all of those things as I'm cooking dinner every night. I did decide to change out the crock that my utensils were in. The other one was gray and blue, and I use a lot of blue during the summer months. But as we're heading into fall and winter, I just wanted to switch out to, this is actually a McCoy cookie jar. Usually has a black lid on it, but I just don't use the lid. But I love that neutral crock to put the utensils in, but I am going to add a little pizzazz to it by stacking some ribbons and tying a cute little bow. And I think this gives the perfect cottage touch to this area. Okay, I'm quickly restocking our cookie jar. At this house, we have to have Oreos stocked at all times. I have a 5-year-old son named Grant, and Oreos are one of the only desserts that he will eat. He will eat Oreos, M&Ms. Recently got him to start eating candy corn, so that's exciting. He's just not really into sweets, and he doesn't like to try new things. But to this little setup here, I'm just hanging a cute little pumpkin spice sign on that cutting board that I have cleverly disguising the outlet there on the backsplash. Okay, we have moved along to the kitchen sink and window area. I love this area. This is one of my most favorite spaces in the entire house, is this large double window above the sink. Now, if you guys have seen any of my house tour videos, be sure to go back and watch those. But we used to have all of these trees that grew right up behind our deck, and they totally blocked the view. So we recently cut those down, and now we can see clearly out into the pasture behind our house. We do not own the pasture. Our neighbors own it, but it's so beautiful, and I just love having that really open view out there. So in the windowsill, I did add a fall garland I picked up this year at Hobby Lobby. And then also that give thanks sign. As soon as I brought the garland home, I was like, I knew I had to go back and get that sign that said give thanks. I do have also kitchen curtains made for the kitchen window. You will see those in the final shots at the end of today's video, and it completes the whole space and makes it look really nice and finished. So be sure to stay to the end if you guys want to see how everything looks when it's completely done. I am setting up my sink caddy here, and I just keep a little dish brush in there and then my sink strainer. We do not have a garbage disposal here, so very important that I use a sink strainer. And then I added one of my fall scrub mommy sponges, and I've been using it and I really love it. It is so cute too. On this stoneware tray here on the sink, I like to keep a little ring dish for my rings when I'm doing dishes and cooking and everything. And then I'm going to keep my Mrs. Meyer fall scents up here. I love getting the acorn spice every single year, and I'm going to put out the dish soap and hand soap. Okay, we are moving right around. So on this end of the countertops, we do have this peninsula that comes out. And eventually in the future, this is a space where I would like to see an extension of the countertop and bar top seating. I think that makes more sense than having it on the small island. Anyways, I digress. We are going to put together a little tea station here. I have this electric kettle. It's the Beautiful line by Drew Barrymore at Walmart. Love having that. It's so nice. And I like to drink hot tea, hot chocolate, especially in the colder months. So I'm putting some of my pumpkin spice teas into that little colander there, and then I'm going to use this as a space to display some of my vintage pottery pieces. All of these brown pieces are by Hull, Hull. It's like a vintage pottery you can usually find at thrift stores or antique stores, but I think it just gives such a warmth to my fall decor, and I love displaying it every year. So also on this end of the countertops, we have this little built-in tiered shelf. I'm not sure if it is original to the cabinets, to the build of the kitchen. I'm not sure. I like it okay. I think it's kind of a neat idea, a neat space to decorate for now. But if we ever get new cabinets or something in the future, I'm not sure that I would keep this feature in particular, but I am going to restyle it for the fall season. So I had some of my cookbooks stacked on the bottom shelf, and I just switched those out to some more neutral and like fall colors. I have lots of cookbooks, I think I have every single one of the Pioneer Woman's cookbooks. So I like to display those, but I just change out the colors seasonally if I can, as much as I can. On the middle shelf, I'm going to add this cute little cloche that my mom actually thrifted for me, and I put some pumpkins and pine cones in there, also displaying an old metal flour sifter. And then I keep some of my antique bowls stacked on the top shelf, and I'm just going to fill the top one with some pumpkins and then add some picks around the edges to make a really pretty arrangement. Okay, so on the other wall of our kitchen, we have these built in like this cabinet surround. It kind of looks like a surround that would go around a fridge or something. But there's like a little countertop. Basically, when we viewed the house before we bought it, this was being staged as like a little desk area, which I think is probably appropriate for the house being built back in 1998. I have just used it as a pantry and I've styled it as such, but we are going to decorate it for the fall season. So up on top, I'm redoing my little basket arrangement here. I like to keep this antique like woven basket and some of my wooden rolling pins in there, and I just changed out the blanket underneath and then the florals to coordinate for the fall season. I also have this big antique bowl. I think this is a McCoy like wash basin that originally came with a big pitcher in it, but I don't have the matching pitcher. Anyways, it's a big bowl, but I have this pumpkin spice potpourri, and so I'm pouring a bunch of that into that large bowl. Oh my gosh, you guys, this smells so good and it has lasted, and it just makes the house smell so cozy and just like fall. So I am taking this tip and I am going to carry it into the Christmas season. I need to pick up some Christmas potpourri this year because I just love having that constant scent in the air. It's so nice. And then here on the other end, I'm going to display my Currier and Ives autumn platter. And then you'll see me kind of rearrange some things just to get the flow of all the pieces right. Inside the cubby, kind of around the inside the cabinets here, we have this one little shelf that has been added. I'm just going to add some florals into this picture here, and then just kind of add a few little fall touches, some pumpkins. You will see that lovely phone jack that is under the shelf here on the wall. It is gigantic and it sticks out from the wall a good quarter to half an inch. I am going to hang a picture to cover it up, but eventually I would like to remove the phone jack from the wall and just put like a solid plate over it to cover it. You can get ones that you can paint the same color as the wall. Anyways, that totally needs to be taken care of. Also on this day, since I was cleaning and decorating, I decided to change out the refill in my Bath & Body Works wallflower plug-in, and that also mixed with the potpourri. Like, I can smell them individually sometimes, but mixed together, I don't know, it's just creating such a good scent in the room. Okay, my friends, we are done with the kitchen. See, we're like almost 20 minutes into this video and I've only done the kitchen. So I think for Christmas, these need to be 2 separate videos. But we are moving on to the dining room. And of course, I'm going to start with this large mantle that we have. This is a gas fireplace that it has been added to the house, and it's hooked up to some external propane tanks that sit outside. But it is so deep. Like, this mantle has got to be 2 feet deep, I would say, at least. Anyways, I digress. In the back, I have leaned up an old window that actually came out of my great grandmother's house, just down the street now. but I'm putting that up there, and I have that beautiful grapevine pumpkin. You saw me do a little facelift to that, just adding a pop of color. And then I love having that hanging on the window. And then now I'm going to style my Hobby Lobby chicken wire shelf. I know a lot of people used to have these. I'm not sure that everyone still decorates theirs or even has theirs, but I still love using mine, and I love styling it and giving you guys ideas, because I'm sure that some of you out there still have this shelf as well. But I'm adding tons of decor. Most of it's from Hobby Lobby. There are some hearth and hand mini bowls that I end up putting in the bottom drawer, but I just love this piece, and I love decorating it for all the seasons. And it really has just like a new feel here on the mantle. It used to stay on our kitchen table at my last house, but here I just get to use bigger pieces on it, and it's so nice to decorate. Because the chicken wire shelf does take up a lot of visual space on the left side of the mantle, I'm trying my best to even it out here on the right. So I have elevated a vintage crock on a little wooden pedestal here, and then I'm adding in this pre-made bouquet that I got from Hobby Lobby a couple years ago. And then I'm also going to add back in these black metal candlesticks. These are also from Hobby Lobby. I've had them for a few years. But one thing that I did pick up this year was a set of battery operated taper candles off of Amazon. They have a remote and they can go on a timer, but I think these are just a perfect addition to my decor. I knew I wanted something to glow up here, especially in the evenings, and so I'm happy to have those. I put 2 on the mantle, but I think the set I bought have a total of 6, so maybe I can use some in another room. To the front of the fireplace, I'm going to add this wooden beaded garland that I picked up at Hobby Lobby this year. It just has like natural wood tone beads. I did think about adding in a more traditional like floral or leaf garland, but I think that with how full the top of the mantle is, that this wooden beaded garland actually works well here on the mantle. I'm not sure. I feel like, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Should I have like a big like fuller garland on there, or do you like the beaded one? I'm not really sure. Anyways, we are moving on to my antique corner cabinet, which I have here in the corner of our dining room, and I'm very excited to style this. It's very similar to what I've done in years past, but again, this is just one of my favorite pieces to style every single year, and it is just so nostalgic to me. It is a family heirloom, and I love having it in my home, and I love styling it for all the seasons. On the top shelf here, I'm adding this beautiful plate that I picked up last year at Hobby Lobby. I don't think they brought these exact plates back this year. They do have some plates that kind of mimic brown transferware, but this one actually has a beautiful like farming scene on it. I love using that. And then you be sure to stay tuned here in just a couple minutes for the final shots of everything, because this shelf does change. So be sure to stay for the final shots, because I think it looks even better when I get finished with it. One of the things I also love about having an actual dining room in this house is just having our table be just a focal point of the room. At our last house, we did not have really a separate dining space at all. It was almost like an eat-in kitchen, and our dining table was shoved up against a wall, and we couldn't even use the bench for seating unless we pulled it out. But I love having our table out and ready for all the family get-togethers and birthday parties and everything. But I gave it a quick cleaning, and then we are going to put together a simple little centerpiece for the table. So I'm adding in my little napkin holder here and going to put some fall napkins in that I had left over from last year. And then we're going to add in a simple floral arrangement here. And I love how this space turned out. I like to keep my centerpiece fairly simple. I just don't really want an elaborate tablescape or anything. I do have small children, but I think it's just a simple little perfect touch for the table, and also has that like farmhouse cottagey feel. To dress the space up just a tiny bit, I am adding another bow here on the handle of this wicker pitcher, and I'm using that same kind of burnt orange rust colored ribbon, and it just kind of ties the kitchen, the dining space all together. And then I'm gonna add my new salt and pepper shakers from Hobby Lobby. Okay, my friends, we are completely finished with decorating the kitchen and dining room for fall. That was a lot of work, and I love how everything turned out. You will see the final shots here in just a minute. I'm going to finish up today by vacuuming and mopping this area. I'm using a Shark cordless stick vacuum. I've had it for a few years now. Love it. Works really well. And then to mop, I'm going to use my O-Cedar spin mop. And I always like to clean my floors with the Murphy's wood cleaner. It's really good because we do have these real hardwood floors in the house, and we did at our last house too. But that cleaner also works for tile, laminate, any kind of flooring you have, really. My floors probably don't get cleaned as often as they should. I do vacuum a lot, but I try to mop when I can. With two little kids running around, it's hard to do it unless I do it when they're not home with me, or like at night or something. I've really been considering, I want to get a robot vacuum cleaner so I can just have it zoom around this main floor, because our house is, the main floor like sprawls out. Like there's a lot of space on the main floor. The upstairs is not too bad, and it's all carpeted. And the kids, that's just where the kids' rooms are, but they're not really up there a ton right now. But then I've also been considering one of those vacuum mop combo things, but I'm not sure if they're okay to use on real hardwood floors. So if any of you have one of those and you use it on real hardwoods, let me know in the comments below if you guys like it, and if it, doesn't saturate the wood floors too much, because I'm interested in getting one of those in the future. But as soon as I'm done mopping here, I am going to share with you guys the final shots of all of my decorating today, so you can see in detail how everything turned out. Again, thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I hope you really enjoyed it, and I'll catch up with you here at the end. friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my final fall touches video. So basically what I'm going to do in this video is just add those few final touches to my fall decor for this year, and we are decorating some maybe like unusual spaces in the home. So we're getting started here in my laundry room, and you might be thinking, Katie, why are you decorating your laundry room for fall? And the only reason I'm doing this is because you can see this little area of our laundry room from the kitchen. So if you are in the kitchen, you can see this space, and I just thought it would be cute to change out just a couple little things and make it seasonal so it matches in with the rest of the house. So I'm giving it a quick clean, and then we're going to add in a few fall touches. Here on this countertop at the entrance to the laundry room, I'm going to add this small tiered tray. I picked this up in the Target dollar spot years ago, and it was up in my son's room, but I have borrowed it for this space. I think I would like to get a slightly bigger tiered tray to go here. I think that would look nice, but we're just working with what we have for now. And I'm just going to add some of my remaining fall decor. You'll see throughout today's video, I'm really just using kind of the remnants of what I had left after I decorated all of the big spaces in my home. But I think this is a great way to just take your decor and give it that extra step and just add some decor into spaces where people may not expect it, but it really does make the home really cozy and festive for the season. Okay, the next space we're going to be adding some fall to is our entryway here. So this is the entryway at our front door. As it is right now, people don't really enter through the front door because there is no sidewalk connecting our front steps to the driveway. So people are usually just entering through our garage door, which is fine for now, but long term, I would love for people to enter through the front door. But I have this cute little hanging sign here that I picked up from Walmart a few years ago, and it had some greenery in this little pot on there, and I just pulled that out. It's just down in some foam. I pulled all the green stuff out, and I'm using some random fall. I had like a stem of these little berry things, and I've just clipped off a couple, and I'm adding them in here and just making it look fall for the season. Okay, moving right along, we are now at the top of the stairs, and in the upstairs floor of our home, there are only 2 bedrooms, and those are for my 2 sons, and then there is a bathroom in the middle that they share, and we're just going to be decorating the landing area. So we're starting over here. If you will notice, there is no railing around this landing. That will be fixed shortly, but for now it's just really unfinished looking, but bear with me. Everything will get done in due time. We've only lived here for like 4 months, I think, 3 months. Anyways, we are decorating this antique fold-out table that my mom gave me. I've changed out the wall art to a pretty fall piece that is actually from Kirkland's, but my aunt was getting rid of it, so I am using it this year. And then on the table, I'm going to add, I have the lamp there. I'm going to add these florals in this little vase over here. And then I did let my son Grant, he's 5, I did let him actually put up a fall village pretty much all on his own. I mean, I helped a little bit, but you will see that in the final shots of this space, so stay tuned. Here on the wall at the top of the stairs, I have my peg rail shelf hanging, as well as this chicken wire window frame above it. If this looks familiar to you, this same situation kind of was hanging in our old house. Actually, it was at the top of the stairs there too. But I do think it looks good up here, and I wanted a space where I could add some seasonal touches up here for the boys, just so they can see it, because I don't really decorate their rooms for fall. Grant has a couple of things, and he will have some Halloween bedding, and then they do get their own Christmas trees and whatnot. But for fall, I mean, I just thought it would be fun to have some seasonal touches up here at the top of the stairs. And you can also see this area when you walk in from the front door if you do enter that way. I think I need to practice my peg rail decorating a little bit. Again, I was only using like what I had left of my fall decor, so it was pretty slim pickings, but I think I need to beef up my peg rail decor. Okay, now we are in the guest bathroom, and if you're thinking, wow, this bathroom is pretty crazy, it is. The wallpaper is a lot, the bathtub is a lot. I have lots of plans for this space, but today we are just going to add some simple fall touches. I always like to add a couple things into the guest bathroom because it is a space that guests will see when they come over to visit. So one thing that I've been enjoying in this bathroom space lately is having a wax warmer in here. So I'm just going to switch out my normal wax warmer that I had, and I'm going to put my fall one in here. First, I'm starting with this miniature wreath from Hobby Lobby. It's kind of a fall eucalyptus wreath. And then I'm adding my wax melter. This one is actually from not Hobby Lobby. It is from Aldi last year, and I think it is so cute. And we are going to add a pumpkin spice scented wax melt in there. And it's just a great way to keep this room smelling good when guests come over. I'll come in here and pop this thing on like an hour or so before people arrive, and it's just a great way to have a good smelling bathroom. In the final shots of this room, I do end up moving this wax melter to the other side of the sink top. And that is just because I thought it looked better if you could see it when you walked into the room from the hallway, and it does light up. So it's also a good way for guests to be able to see if, you know, they're having trouble finding the light switch or whatever. But I just think it looks so cute in here. Okay, the last space we are adding some final fall touches to today is the master bathroom. And again, you may be thinking, Katie, why are you putting fall stuff in your master bathroom? And the short answer is because I want to, because I like it. And I did decorate my master bedroom for fall. So if you missed that video, be sure to go back and watch it. But I just had a couple of extra pieces and I wanted to put them in here. So the first thing we're doing is hanging this beautiful Currier and Ives print on the wall. I got this from my aunt. She was getting rid of all of her Currier and Ives items. And so I picked this up. I love the blue color of the matting, and I was going to use it in my bedroom, but it was a little bit small for all of the wall spaces I had in the bedroom, but I just thought it would be perfect here in the bathroom. So happy to have that hanging there. And then I switched out the florals over here in the corner. These are not necessarily very fall-like, but I do like that they have the white and the blue. So we're bringing in some more of that blue. And then we're just going to add in some more pumpkins and change up another little area in here, and it will be complete. welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. In today's video, we are cleaning and decorating the front porch for fall. This is one of my absolute favorite videos to make and share with you guys every year. And so we are getting started here with a before look at the front porch and how disgusting it is, really. So this is our late summer front porch. It is very much bare. All of the annual flowers and such are long gone. I have toys laying around, hashtag boy mom, if you know, you know. But also our white porch furniture is just showing a lot of signs of summer, just wear and dirt and mildew, and with all the humid air that we have here and everything. So we are cleaning this porch up really well today, and then we're going to style it for fall. And on this day that I was cleaning, it was a very cozy, dreary, rainy fall day, but we stuck it out. The porch is covered, obviously, so we got the cleaning done, and it was kind of nice to be out on a rainy day. Okay, the first thing that I'm going to do is just remove all of my late summer decor. I guess just the pillows and the wreath off the door. Just going to remove everything and get it ready for a good cleaning. So I'm going to start by taking my broom and just starting from the top down. I'm going to sweep down any spider webs that I see off of the ceiling to the porch, the swing, the window frames, pretty much everything. And then we're going to start wiping everything down. To clean all of the porch furniture today, I am simply using a bowl of hot water with some Dawn dish soap in it and just an old rag. I have found that that is a really great way to clean the furniture. I usually clean my porch furniture probably in the late spring, like right before summer, and then here in the fall. In the fall, it really just needs a good wipe down. Probably next spring I will take everything down and use a pressure washer, because there was some residual, I don't know, stains or whatever you want to call it on the furniture. So it probably does need a good power wash, but I'll probably wait and do that in the spring after it's been out all winter long. But I'm just going to wipe this swing down. It takes forever to clean this white porch furniture. Maybe in the future, I think I would like to get wood toned porch furniture, but for now we're going with the white. But I do love how bright it is on this front porch. While I'm out here on the front porch, I'm going to go ahead and wipe down the windows that are here on the porch. This window goes to our guest bedroom, and then there are two windows on the other side of the porch that look into the living room. So I'm just going to go ahead and clean the outside of those so they're nice and clean. Probably won't clean those again until springtime probably. But I'm going to quickly wipe down the furniture here next to the door as well. So now I have moved along to the front door. So this door has been painted black by the previous owner of this house. If you're new here, we just moved into this house back in May. So this used to be, I'm guessing, just a regular like wood toned door, but it's been painted black and it matches the shutters and everything. Like I think it looks okay. But I'm just giving it a good wipe down because the pollen really does show up on the black. And so I did end up cleaning the shutters on the front porch this day as well. I would say I probably do a deep clean like this on the porch twice a year. I usually do a summer front porch decorating video where I do a big clean, and then in the fall I do another big clean and decorate. So I have a really big passion for front porches. I've always loved front porches, and this one is no exception. It is quite a bit larger than the front porch at our last house that we had. It is arranged slightly differently, but I love it, and I've really enjoyed decorating it for the fall season because this is the first time I've really styled it. When we moved in back at the beginning of summer, we had a 3-month-old, and I really just didn't do much all summer long, but it was such a blast really cleaning this porch up and decorating it for fall. Okay, now I'm moving on to the rocking chairs. These are by far the hardest piece of furniture to wipe down. There's just so many pieces and parts, and you have to get like every angle of every piece or you can just see the mildew on it. So I did film myself cleaning this one chair in particular and the little side table. I did not film myself cleaning the other chair, but just know that I did clean it. It just takes forever, and I knew it would be a lot of footage, and it gets a little redundant and boring, so I'm just sharing the one chair with you. When I say that the porch needed a good cleaning, I changed out my bowl of soapy water at least 4 or 5 times. It was so dirty just from dust, pollen, mildew, all of it. It was so gross. So I encourage you, if you have an outdoor space that you like to decorate, just get some soap and water and give everything a good wipe down, and it will look so much brighter and lighter, and you will be able to enjoy it so much more with your family. As you can see, the rain really started to pick up while I was out here cleaning, but all I need to do is sweep off the front porch and we will be done cleaning and on to the fall decorating. Okay, so it was a couple of days later when I actually was able to decorate the front porch. Honestly, I was waiting to go get our mums and pumpkins. It was raining on the day that I cleaned, and we had a few days of rain there in a row. And so I was waiting for a nice, pretty and sunny day so we could go get our mums and pumpkins, and then I could start decorating the porch. So we are getting started over here on the swing side, and I'm going to quickly put these orange pillow covers on these pillows, and then I'm going to drape a cozy blanket there on the swing as well. And I've incorporated some black elements throughout the decor to tie in with the overall color scheme of the home, and I really love how the contrast of the black and the orange plays off of each other. So I was really kind of stumped with what to do with this shelf by the door. You can't really see it very much, especially not from the road, but I wanted it to be full. So I went and grabbed my little basket there at the bottom and decided to put that up there. So I kind of have double baskets there, but it's fine. I think it just looks visually, I think it looks okay. And then I'm adding a couple of leftover fall decor pieces that I did not use inside here on the top, just to give a little pop of fall here. On the front door, I am hanging my fall wreath. I have had this same wreath for a couple of years already. I got it at the at-home store a couple years ago. I think it was like $20 or $25. Such a good deal on that wreath. But I'm also going to add a new doormat. So the previous owner had a very large kind of plasticky doormat sitting here, and I'm not sure how long it was there, but if you look closely you can kind of see the outline of where it was. I really need to get our power washer out and see if I can clean the concrete a little more, but I did not do that on this day, and so I'm just putting my new doormat down. This layered rug, both pieces are from Hobby Lobby. I picked them up quite a long time ago. I was just waiting for my fall clean and decorate video to put them out, and I love how they look here. On this side of the front door, I'm adding this new little front porch sign that I picked up at the at-home store this year. It was only $20. I thought that was such a good deal for this piece. It just says home and has the little white pumpkin where the O goes. Such a cute pop of orange there by the front door. On the other side of the front door, I'm adding quite a large piece. This is kind of going to be a statement piece, but this large urn was actually left here by the previous owner. We found it in the flower bed around the back of the house, and it was already painted black, but it did need a fresh coat of spray paint. So I went ahead and painted it the other day, and I think it turned out just fine. It is cracked, and if you look really closely, you can see the wear and tear in it, but it looks fine. It's, people just looking at it from the road is fine. On top, I decided to add my grapevine wreath, and then I'm going to drape this garland that I also picked up at the at-home store this year. This garland is actually really nice. It was only $7.99. Thought that was such a good deal, but I love that pop of color. And then I thought I would add my lantern here on top. I love the mix of the galvanized with the black, and I'm gonna add a battery operated candle inside that comes on every night when it gets dark and stays on for about 4 hours. But I got this whole idea on Pinterest, and I like how it turned out. I'm keeping this side of the porch relatively simple. I'm just adding some pillows in the rocking chairs. Those are just Walmart pillows with pillow covers from Amazon. And then I have some faux mums that I like to just sit on the table for another pop of color. When I was thinking about decorating the front porch, I knew I wanted to cascade some mums and pumpkins down the porch steps. Now, in a perfect world, I would have many more mums and pumpkins and have them cascading down both sides of the stairs, but I don't know if you guys have bought mums and pumpkins lately, but they're expensive. And so we're just doing one side of the stairs, and that kind of balances out with that large urn up on the right side of the door. So that was all intentional, trying to layer my pops of orange and get everything balanced. But we picked up our mums and pumpkins just at Lowe's this year, and the black metal lanterns were actually left here by the previous owner as well. My dad helped me fix those up, and he spray painted them for me. And so I'm going to try to get some little solar lights to put in those. Here are the final looks of my fall front porch. I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, my friends, that is going to wrap up this fall decorating marathon video. I hope you enjoyed taking a look back at all of my decorating videos from 2025. It has been so much fun hanging out with you guys, and I can't wait to share with you all of my new fall decorating ideas for 2026. I'll see you very soon with a brand new fall video. Bye, guys.